packing slip with no shipping label anywhere. So I'm missing a shipping label. How does that happen? What's up guys, LL here. Today I'm taking you behind the scenes. I want to start doing more behind the scenes type stuff, taking you along on my journey so you can kind of see a day in the life with running an Etsy business, kind of the things that I do. Specifically, I do screen printing. I have the clothing company that I do as my main Etsy shop. So I'm in my workshop today, which is my in-laws garage because my house is still being built. We're supposed to close the end of the month, so I can't wait for that. Fingers crossed that goes well. They were kind enough to let me work in their workshop or in their garage and kind of take that over with all my equipment and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm pulling orders. I have all my orders printed out on my sheet here, which I go through Etsy and do a list of the daily orders that I have to print out and fulfill. And that's what I'm working on today. Things are picking up. Sales are definitely picking up for the holidays. I'm already seeing that. Hopefully you guys are seeing that too. But there's definitely some things that you can work on. In the meantime, in your shop, make sure you're revisiting your listings, continue to look at your SEO. Do you have any holiday products? Do you need to list more holiday products? Do you need to come up with new holiday products? It's not too late to list stuff for Christmas. Preferably stuff for Christmas should be listed probably in October, but people were asking, is it still too late? It's almost the end of November. No, it's still not too late. There's plenty of traffic coming, so you can definitely still capitalize on that traffic that's coming your way. So don't just think that it's too late and not do anything. So I would continue to work on that. I need to see. I have all my inventory on this marvelous board over here that I keep track of to kind of see what I need to reorder. Once stuff gets low, then I reorder. So I need to, some of my inventory is definitely low. So I need to figure out what I need to reorder today, especially after all of these orders. So this is about 3 hours of work that I need to do. All right, so I basically have all of my stuff labeled out here. This is sometimes the longest part, is figuring out what the heck design I need to pull for which screen. So this is one of the designs I need to print. And then, all right, so another one. Some of these are memorized by now, where they're at. But when you have a couple hundred, it gets, especially when I moved all this stuff in here from where it was at in my old house, I had to, all this stuff is kind of reconfigured. So the first couple of weeks I didn't know where the heck anything was at. I still don't know where the heck stuff was at. But I'm making do, you know. You gotta be, you gotta deal with adversity, especially adversity that you kind of create on your own. I didn't have to move, I didn't have to sell my house, but financially it made sense, so that's what I did. And now I got to deal with my business being moved around and discombobulated, and working out of different workspaces and all that different stuff. So it's kind of funny. When my in-laws were buying this house, they lived with us for a month, so we started calling them the roommates. So now I'm living with them again while we're building. So I'm back living with the roommates again. So I think it's pretty funny. I pretend like I'm in college again. And I have roommates, but they're good. We have a lot of fun together. So, and my wife's mom does our laundry, so you can't beat that, right? And she cooks. I try to cook too. I'm usually the one that cooks anyways. My wife doesn't cook. She usually does the laundry, but she's getting a pass since her mom she says she loves to do laundry. I don't know if anyone could love to do laundry. But I guess it's possible. So I'm trying to get these screens lined up. It's very scientific. There's just a board with lines on it that I use. It's so old, I need to get a new one. You guys can see that. So I'm gonna start fulfilling my orders here, doing some printing. Whew, it is already getting hot. We're supposed to get a cold front tomorrow where it's going to be in the 60s, but it is still hot today for November in Florida. Still better than the middle of the summer working in the garage. Any of you guys work in your garage? Do you work in your own sweat box like I do? It makes sense to rent a space out, especially with a small business. It's really cuts into your margins. So if you have a garage, it's the perfect place to work out of. You can make it work. I think in my new house I'm going to get one of those AC units you can install. It's like goes on the wall. So I just don't know how expensive those are. If any of you guys have one of those, let me know how expensive that is. I haven't really researched it at all, but I think it'll be beneficial to put that in the garage for anything. If you're just out there at your workbench or working on your car, or whatever the case may be, let alone doing screen printing, because screen printing gets hot because I have this flash press. I just flash my stuff. Some people have this big machinery. I just use the flash press, but that's 300 degrees. So that gets hot in itself, which heats up the garage even more. So yeah, just trying to get these orders out today. Probably got another 2 hours of this stuff left, but excited about the ramp up for the holidays. Hopefully you guys are seeing the same. Hopefully you guys are ready. I would definitely start making sure you have enough inventory. Inventory shouldn't be an issue, but you just never know. Stuff does start to run low, and you don't want to run out of inventory and not be able to fulfill orders or have to take listings down because you don't have the supplies. That's the worst thing that can happen, because you're just missing out on all that money that could come your way. So make sure you're preparing for the inventory. If you overbuy, you can still use the inventory the rest of the year, unless you're doing holiday products. That gets a little bit harder because then you got to wait till the next holiday. So just think that process through when it comes to inventory. Supply issues have minimized. COVID, it was terrible. Now it's much easier to get stuff. I'm gonna probably put another inventory in today once I go through all these, figure out what styles and colors and all that stuff I need. I have to go through that today and put in an order after I'm done finishing printing and packaging and going to the post office. My almost daily ride to the post office. So that's kind of the normal routine, so to speak, when it comes to the days that I print. I don't print every day. I don't fulfill orders every day. Usually Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I think it's important to set a schedule so you're not all over the place. Those are usually my scheduled days to fulfill orders, and it keeps stuff going out in a timely manner. So I think that's a good thing. This is how I know it's too hot. This device that I'm recording on just shut off because it overheated. So probably see the sweat. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. So probably gonna have to take a break. This is gonna keep shutting off. All right, just got done doing the printing of the orders. Quite a nice chunk of shirts and sales that I gotta fold and package. Probably my least favorite part of the job. I like the online stuff. This printing and folding and packaging kind of not as fun as online. So any of you guys want to come and do my folding and printing and packaging for me, that'd be awesome. And I can't lie to my wife and tell her I don't know how to fold clothes anymore, because I pretty much do it for a living. So I've gotten decently good at it. Still not an expert. Still don't love folding clothes. But yeah, that is pretty much my day. I'm gonna get these done so I can get them to the post office and be done with this part of the workflow. And for some reason this camera keeps shutting off, so I don't know what the heck the deal is. It's tired like me already, and it's not even noon o'clock yet. So it's definitely not too hot. I don't freaking know what's going on with this thing. Technology sometimes is not so great. All right, now it's time to package these orders up. How do you guys package your orders? What's your workflow for that? Because Etsy, these are for my label printer. These are all the packing slips. What I try to do is put these together, put the label on and match it with the packing slip, one by one. If you start at the last label and first packing slip, it should match up. However, the reason I do this carefully is because, for whatever reason, the way that Etsy does it is with gift items, it's out of order. So before, I would just match them up not looking at the names, and I would send out the wrong item with the wrong, it would have the wrong mailing, the right packing slip with the right item and the wrong address on the mailer. So you got to be really careful because it prints them out of order. But for the most part, it'll be in order with the exception of the gift ones. They print out last for whatever reason. Not really sure why they do it like that and why it's not in order, but this is kind of my workflow. So I'm going to go through here and put the labels on the envelope and then put the packing slip on top of it. And then when I go to actually package them up, I'll find the appropriate shirt, put it in the label, and then I will be good to go and done with this part of the process. But let me know how you guys do it, if you have a better way. But this is the way that I've been doing it for a while, just to make sure that everything is right, because mixing up orders really pisses the customer off, lack of better term. So don't do that, because it's not fun to to try and correct that and apologize for just something that's a very stupid mistake that could be avoided in your initial workflow. So I've gotten better at that. Christmas time is usually the worst time because you're busy and you're trying to rush things, and then you mix something up, or you put the wrong item in the wrong bag, the wrong shirt in the wrong bag. I still mess stuff up, but I'm definitely getting better. So hopefully this will go smoothly, like usual, like 99% of the time. But yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through here and get these done so I can be done with this. Of course, when I go to do this, I can't find this person's name anywhere. It should be either at the end or the beginning. It's one of those days. Let's go to the next one. God, what is going on? These are way out of order. Jesus. See, this is why you check it. Packing slip with no shipping label anywhere. So missing a shipping label. How does that happen? You think something simple as packing orders would be not this problematic, but this is part of the fun. So I have to go through here and check these as I'm packing them. Somewhere there's a shipping label, and then I don't know what the heck happened to it. So this is very super scientific way that I package this stuff. That's probably why all these errors happen, because that was not smooth at all. As long as I've been doing this, it's never perfectly smooth, just like my talking abilities. All right, I'm gonna finish this out. All right, so I finally got done with all my orders, packaging them, printing them, putting them in their nifty little envelopes, and now I'm headed to the post office. Now, a lot of people don't realize that the post office will absolutely take your packages. You can even schedule at-home pickups. I never scheduled the pickups. I would just give them to the post office person, or put them out by the mailbox. Now, depending on where your mailbox is, or if you live in an apartment, you don't just want to stick your stuff out there. I had a really good relationship in my last house with the mail lady, and my mailbox was on the porch. So I would leave my stuff right there, and she would always grab it for me. Every once in a while, there'd be someone filling in, and they wouldn't take my stuff. But she always told me that they should always take your stuff if you just leave it out there. So, and I know on the actual website, you can sign up and get home pickups, or schedule a pickup if you have a bunch of stuff, especially around the holidays. I've been running my stuff to the post office just because I've been getting, I don't have the same amount of time. You know, I'm not always getting done at the same time. I don't know when I'm necessarily going to get done, so I don't want to schedule something and have to rush. And the post office, luckily, is only a couple miles away, so I don't mind, driving there. a few times a week. Again, you can write off your mileage, so make sure you're tracking that, keeping track of that for your taxes. Is always a good thing to do. But yeah, it gets me out of the house to run to the post office and come back, and it doesn't take that long. But that is what I'm doing, and then I'm absolutely done for today with fulfilling orders. Not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Usually, if I'm not fulfilling orders, then I'm doing online stuff, whether that's researching new products to sell, SEO stuff, revamping my listings, photography. Obviously working on the YouTube channel, working on the podcast for you guys is taking up more and more of my time. You guys are taking up a lot of my time these days. So shame on you for taking up my time. But I know a lot of you guys are getting a lot out of these, and that's why I enjoy doing them, and I want to keep doing them for you, the podcast and the YouTube channel. So I enjoy working on that. So more to come, more of this behind the scenes stuff to come for sure. But yeah, let's go on our journey to the post office. Row construction. And we're off. I just dropped off Santa's knapsack of Christmas presents. Maybe some are Christmas presents, I don't know, at the post office. Pro tip for you guys, make sure that you're pre-printing and pre-packaging your stuff with the labels. Please, for the love of God, don't buy your labels and wait in line and buy your labels at USPS. You can get a discount through Etsy, or if you want to do a third party, such as Pirate Ship or something like that, you can do it too. It's just easier through Etsy because it's all right there. Also, you don't have to wait in line to drop your stuff off. You can drop them off in the USPS bins. If your stuff is bigger, they should have mail bins inside, or you can just skip the line and give them your stuff. You don't have to wait in that long line because you're not buying anything. I know some people feel bad that they're hence cutting in line, but you're not. You're just handing it to them. Usually I just throw my stuff on the counter. There's usually like a little side counter because they don't always have like a big bin. Or normally around the holidays it will, but on the side counter I just walk in front of everyone, put it on the side counter, and just say, hey, this is good to go, and walk out. And I've never ever had a problem. Some people may give you dirty looks because they don't know what you're doing, but you're the smart one pre-buying your labels so you don't have to wait in that line and buy your labels in line. It just makes no sense, and it's a waste of time. That is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes adventure. I'll be back with some more videos soon. Please, if you like this, give me a like, follow, share, subscribe, review, whatever else you can think of to promote the Handmade and Beyond YouTube channel, podcast. I'll be back soon. Have an awesome day.